If you're looking for a class that can accommodate a wide variety of talents and skills and ages, and you're looking for a way to keep them occupied, especially on a rainy day, roller coasters would be it. Now, what you need is just 3 simple things. You need pipe insulation, and you can order this from your hardware store if they don't have it. It's 3/4 inch pipe insulation, works with standard marbles. You're going to need as many marbles as there are kids, probably more because they're going to lose them, and they're going to need some more. And you need several rolls of masking tape. So, that said, how do you make these into roller coasters? Now, these can actually make 70 to 80 foot roller coasters with 8, 9, 10 loops. It's phenomenal what the kids can come up with. Here's the basic idea. When you get pipe insulation from the store, it looks like a tube. This is the stuff that keeps your pipes warm, especially if you live in a cold place. Now, I live in California, so we've never seen these before. At least in Central California where it's nice and sunny. And so, anyhow, when you get these, it'll be a tube, but there'll be a slit down the middle, and you can stick your fingers in there. What you want to do to make roller coaster track is cut it on the other side. So you cut this whole track in half, so you'd have 2 pieces like this. So one side is already cut down. You may have to run your fingers down the seam to open it, and just simply slit along the other side. They're really easy to cut with scissors. So once you have your roller coaster track and your marbles and your kids, what do? So here's the basic idea. You want to cut most, not all, most of your roller coaster track. If you bought 100 pieces, I would cut about 80 of them. So that 80 will actually give you 160 pieces, and those extra 20 will be tunnels for later. I usually keep the tunnels hidden until the kids get the hang of using the real track. Okay, so how do you piece together a roller coaster track? And hopefully you've listened to the audio program, so you already know the explanation that goes with this one. And if you're just doing it to 4- and 6-year-olds, the explanation can be very simple. It can be just as simple as having the soup can filled half with water on a string and swinging the string around and saying, why does the water stay in there? What's pushing it? And saying that, it's the same push you feel when you're in a car that suddenly turns. It can just be as simple as that. You don't have to get into the statics and the dynamics of the forces and the acceleration and the velocities that's involved. You can, and that's actually what my background is in, teaching mechanical engineering to Cal Poly State University. But you don't have to do that. It's not needed. And you want the kids to have fun. Definitely have fun. To get started, you're going to need 3 pieces of tape. Okay, here we go. So I've got 2 here, and I've got 1 still on my roll. First piece of tape goes inside the track, and you're going to use a butt joint and smooth it down. So you see it's inside the track. This is not going to work if you want to make hills, because you can see this 90-degree turn. Your marble roller coaster is not going to like that very much. So you want to flip it over and put a piece of tape on the back side, like so. That'll work, except when you start to do loops and corkscrews, you see how the track doesn't stay together? This is where your 3rd piece of tape comes in. Swirl the seam between the 2 all the way around. So you have this band of masking tape. Make sure this is smooth, or this marble is going to see this as a speed bump and go flying off. You can test it with the marble if you like, just to make sure it does go back and forth. Once your students have all their tracks taped together, they just need a couple to start with. Have them taped the very end as high as they can reach. If that means standing on chairs on tables and you're okay with that, go for it. And as high as they can go would be great. If you're in a gym, bleachers are amazing things. So by all means, get as high as you can go. You want to start the marble as high. Now, one of the questions I often get is, what can you make with it? Well, loops look like, this would be a loop, this would be a corkscrew. So if this is a loop, this is a corkscrew. It still has a loop design, but the bases are split apart. You can also do, with 2 separate pieces of track, you can do a jump track. They do require more stability because you're jumping from one to the other, and it has to stay still when the marble lands on it. And these are, so if this is a loop, This is a whirlybird. This is a horizontal loop. Camelbacks look like this. This is where the marble would come up the hill and go down the hill. I have seen a few successful pretzels, which is basically tying the track in a knot such that the important parts don't touch each other. So this would be a pretzel. And when you do turns, make sure that they're banked to keep that marble inside. Okay. And if we start it low, you think it'll make it through? Nope. The higher up you go, the more speed you have available to you. It's this amazing physical fact that they will learn. All right, go have fun.